So tonight was the go home show of Friday Night SmackDown before Hell in a Cell. But then again, would you really call this a go home show of SmackDown considering the fact that, well, most of the matches that are taking place at Hell in a Cell are, well, Raw matches. But nonetheless, overall, I thought tonight's June 3rd episode of SmackDown was pretty solid to say the least. I'm not going to waste any time, man. We're going to get straight to it. So we kick things off, man, of course, with Drew McIntyre, man. Drew McIntyre and the New Day coming out here. So honestly, seems like Drew McIntyre is kind of filling in for the good Biggie, as Biggie's obviously still out with an injury. Drew obviously paying not to Biggie on the mic. But they're still feuding with the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Butch. So this is a six-man tag team match play that kicks off the show. Yeah, overall, I thought this was actually a pretty solid opener to SmackDown tonight. But the Brawling Brutes defeat the New Day and Drew McIntyre, so they're getting the win. They're getting their win back, so clearly they're probably going to have one more match probably next week on SmackDown, and now be it. Typical 50-50 booking for the WWE. But the Brawling Brutes get the win here. All right, so we get some Hell in a Cell plugs here. Obviously, like I said before, Hell in a Cell is Sunday. But yeah, this leads to another match between Humberto versus Jinder Mahal. Now, the caveat, this isn't really the match. It's really Shanky because Mahal's like, Shanky, you got to get your head in the game, dude. Like, we're trying to win here, and you're sitting up here dancing crazy. Now, Jinder Mahal does defeat Humberto via pinfall. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think nobody really cared about this match. No offense to Jinder Mahal and Humberto, but everybody was really focusing on what Shanky was doing because, again, Shanky was dancing. He distracts Mahal, but again, Mahal was able to roll up Humberto and get the win. Now, Shanky, bro, he's dancing with this ring announcer, Samantha Ivorin, which, for fun fact, for those who don't know, that's actually the real life girl of Ricochet. So Ricochet was somewhere in the back blowing a feud because Shanky's dancing with my girl. I got to do something. I bet you Adam Pearce and officials were holding Ricochet back because he wanted to go out there and rip Shanky apart. Anyways, as we get through all that, man, we get to this, six-pack challenge match, man, to see who was going to be the next challenger for not Natalia, but it's funny I say Natalia because she does win the match. But Ronda Rousey, it's Aaliyah, Natalia, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, and Xia Li. Now, Leah's in the locker room, but she makes her way out because she was locked out, obviously because of Shotzi. So those two start going at it. Yeah, I thought this was a solid six-pack challenge match. Natalia does get the win here, so Natalia and Rousey face off. Now, I don't know if this is taking place in the Hell in a Cell. Me personally, I think you might just need to have this take place probably 2 weeks maybe from SmackDown or something because maybe even Money in the Bank because Natalia and Ronda they need build. Can't just have the match take place on Hell in a Cell just because you don't have no SmackDown matches. But yeah, nonetheless, we do get an inspirational Lacey Evans. I don't know what's going on with Lacey Evans, man. It's like 1 week she's on Raw, next week she's on SmackDown. 1 week she's back on Raw, ready to make her debut. That gets scrapped. Now she's back on SmackDown. It's just like, y'all, pick a side. Is Lacey Evans going to SmackDown or is she going to Raw? Is she going to NXT? Like, what the heck? Where the heck's Lacey Evans is going? But it seems like that she's going to be permanently on SmackDown now, and she's going to be making her return. So as you see in the picture, man, we see Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss is back with new music and a much simpler look here. And he's basically like, Happy Corbin, you thought this would be the end of Madcap Moss? Oh, boy, you are right. Because the man Corbin knew as Madcap Moss is gone. I am here to punch the living nightmare out of Corbin. Corbin's like, look, bro, we know you're not here to fight. You're here because you want me back. You want to, your job back with me. Happy Corbin defeats Madcap Moss via disqualification. But of course, not Corbin, but Madcap Moss wraps the chair around Corbin's neck and goes to pick up the steel steps, but officials and them run out to stop him. All right, so we get the main event tonight. Of course, we get Jimmy and Jay taking on Shinsuke Nakamura and Riddle. This is for the Undisputed Tag Team titles. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty good main event, actually. And a pretty crazy and cool ending to what I thought, again, was a pretty solid episode of Friday Night SmackDown heading into, of course, Hell in a Cell this Sunday night. So, hope you guys enjoyed my SmackDown review. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already checked out my predictions for Hell in a Cell and NXT in your house, go check that out. But anyways, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.